Let's look at has77. Given an array of ints, return true if the array contains two 7s next to each other, or there are two 7s separated by one element, such as with 717. So we'll start by iterating through the entire array. But we have to be careful that we stop iterating once we reach the second to last element, since for each element we want to check if the element next to that, so for each integer, if we have a 7, we want to check that the next number is also a 7. However, if we check the last element, that the element following the last element is also a 7, then we will reach an error because there is no element after the last element. So we'll stop once we reach nums.length -1, and then increment I by 1 each time. So first, we can start by checking whether or not an element is a 7 followed by another 7, which you can do by checking if nums I is equal to 7, and if nums I plus 1 is equal to 7. If that's true, then we return true. And then we want to check the other case where we have a 7 followed by another 7, but there is one element separating the two. In that case, we first want to check that there are still two elements available in the array that are following the current element. Because if we, for example, take the last element and we want to check if there's an integer and then another 7, then we will reach an error because there are no more elements following the last element. So we'll check if I is less than or equal to nums.length -3. So that way we're always sure that we have 3 elements we can check. And then we want to check if nums I is equal to 7, so the current element is equal to 7, and the element that is after the element in the middle is also 7. So I plus 2 is also equal to 7. And if that's true, we return true. So then if we iterated through the entire array and we didn't return true, we just return false, because we know that there is no case where there is a 7 followed by another 7. And there we go. I hope this was helpful to you, and have a nice day.